Hello, YouTube fuckers. I have more shit that I want to show you guys that I bought. Aren't you happy that I'm thinking of you when I'm buying a stupid crap? I'm not. I'm thinking of me. But hey, you guys get to look at it. So hey, here's one. This is The Room on Blu-ray, and as you can see, it's been signed. I requested this on Facebook from Greg Sestero's Facebook page, and I asked if they had any copies that were signed by both Tommy and Greg, and they told me yes, and they sent me this, and it's signed by Greg 2 different times. This one's on the outside of the vinyl here, and then this other signature is actually on the paper. So they told me to send it back and they'll fix it for me, which is ridiculous that I have to fucking send it back, but whatever. Anyway, I bought this turd on Mercari. Couldn't quite remember what this one was, and then we watched it and I was remembering that this was a giant pile of fucking shit. It pretends to be a documentary and has ridiculous camera angle changes constantly that make it look not at all like a documentary. And fuck that movie, it sucks. Picked up a really cool media book. Actually, it's not a media book, it's more like a digipack of Taxi Driver. I think this got a 4K release recently, but I was going for cheap. And this is just fine by me as a little package of 5x7s. No, I don't know how big these are. Little postcards or some shit. Pretty cool. I picked up a copy of Explorers. I was scrolling through Facebook, and one of the things that was in my feed that showed up, quite surprisingly, was somebody who built a life-size replica of this spaceship. I mean, everything, the tire, the garbage can, the television, these portholes from washing machines, everything was like to the fucking perfect detail, down to the last detail. It was, he said the tilt-a-whirl car was the hardest part to get, which is crazy because those are fucking everywhere. Kingpin. And it's still, you hear that? Me, myself, and Irene. Grab that one. Grab Tommy Boy. Again, all these are cheap off of Mercari and shit. I never saw this one before, so I'm kinda looking forward to it. Kinda. I don't like David Spade. And I don't know if I really like Chris Farley's shenanigans, but we'll see. Picked up I have seen this a long time ago and then never again. So there's that. Just got this one yesterday. Little Nicky, never saw that one. Anger Management. We have seen this one, but we didn't have it. So I'm not the big fan of this guy, but my wife is, and so I made sure that I got some of the worst ones, like Jack and Jill, and you don't mess with this old man. Anything that looked like something she wouldn't want to watch, I made sure it was a priority to pick up. I now pronounce Chuck and Larry. This was not $16.99. I got this for like a couple of bucks. I can't remember how much. Sealed copy of Spanglish. This costs entirely too much because it's out of print. And same with the other one that I showed. It was wrapped still. Which one was it? Little Nicky. That one was out of print too, I guess. And then here was one, the Cobbler. I didn't pay attention to the listing and ended up buying just the DVD. And so I looked for just the Blu-ray and found just the Blu-ray. And now the case has been completed. This movie looks like a pile of fucking dog shit. I can't wait to hate this. Let's see, what else we got? This is just a joke. Totally just a joke, inside joke between my spouse and I. I nicknamed her feet a really long time ago. I nicknamed one foot Paul Blart Mall Cop and the other one Zookeeper. If she asked me to scratch her foot, I would ask, which one? Your Paul Blart Mall Cop or your Zookeeper? And we had to keep track of which one was which for years. I forgot which one it was. So if that's the purpose of having these, I don't give a fuck about either one of those movies other than that stupid, silly reason. So I'll be back probably next week with an update of crap that I should not have bought from the Criterion Collection sale going on at Barnes & Noble right now. There's a Barnes & Noble really close to where I live, and it's a shitty one too. It sucks. Like 90% of that fucking store is like Christian shit inside this fucking massive bookstore. It has, you know, sections for every type of fucking book you can imagine, but like not this one. No, you might as well be in a fucking Christian bookstore, not Barnes & Noble. I hate this place. Anyway, take care. Talk to you later. And I'll show you a bunch of shit I wasted money on. Also, fun. I'm on New Game Plus of Dead Space, and I'm using the exploit to farm money from the plasma gun rounds. And that's working out very well for me right now. I'm doing that right over there. You see where I can't, you can't see where I'm pointing, but that's my TV. I'm pointing at my television. And on that is Dead Space, and I'm playing it. So, fuck off and let me play. Bye.